ultimate design competition.
Concept cars that take 3 months, we're gonna build in 3 days. This one is going like this, spear this way. This one goes like that. So the movement is like that. There's a business in the front, party inside. I'm very excited to tell you about my next generation Camaro. The theme is actually quite simple. It relies on 2 intersecting spears. The front spear sets up the front end. It talks about the fact that there is a big V8 engine in there and thrusts the whole car forward. This whole spear is designed to move your eye forward and create some dynamic tension between the rear spear. The rear spear, being the more dominant one, speaks to the fact that it's rear-wheel drive, that it's gonna lay down rubber every time you ask it to. I learned that in driving the car, that it will actually let its tires go. I loved that. It should look like it always wants to be moving even when it's sitting still. Thematically, what I'm actually trying to communicate is about air. I've done an intake that has a very generous fill in here. The air is drawn up into the car and shot over the back of the car. And the reason that I'm drawing your eye to the top of the car is for the stripes. To me, stripes are part of the DNA, but it has to be done in a new way. So my stripes are sunroofs. I call them sun stripes. And what that does is it tells the traditional story of stripes from the graphic side, but there's another second read surprise. When you get in the car, you also have the experience of stripes, but the story is told through sunlight. They're in there with you, stripes are in your heart. This is my theme. This is the car. Thank you for taking a look.
If you could get up from this studio and walk out down to the parking lot and get into any car in the world of any era and drive away in it, what car would it be?
Oh, geez.
And you can't have my Prius.
It would be a 70s economy car. It'd probably be a Chevy Vega or a Datsun B210.
Why? That's the kind of stuff they would give away on Price is Right for $2,000.
Yeah. I love the cars that are the fabric of everyday life that are gone now. I love the 70s, and I love those cars. They weren't trying so hard to be so aggressive then. The aesthetic was almost more benign and friendly, and I like things that are happy.
Coming up next, we'll check out the gadgets in the hottest car show, Detroit.
This is a very cool concept car by Nissan.
Basically anything you want to bring to the car, you do by downloading it into this key fob. Our Autobot is Boomerang. And Boomerang is a little guy, but he plays a very important role. He's a spy. He spends a lot of time going out in the field, getting the information he needs or making a sniper hit, and then coming back and saving the day as the hero. Hence the name Boomerang. No, I have never seen either of those animals on the sides of NASCAR before. We wanted to do something that really indicated speed. A shark is very aggressive and fast, and then a rabbit, he darts and weaves and you can't catch him. So it was all about speed and aggression. This show is gonna allow us to come out and show you what we do, but in ways that you've never seen before. Let's have the show of a lifetime. My name is Bryan Thompson, and I'm a car designer. Well, I can draw, but I also have a lot of experience working in many different industries. Everything from car design to executive jets to pop star music videos. And I like designing on the fly. That's what excites me. I like to design things that make people feel good. I usually have my greatest ideas flying on an airplane, being in a small confined space. Could be the shower, could be a camping trailer. Design inspiration comes from everywhere. You just have to be open to it. It can be as simple as seeing the reflection of your jacket in a mirrored wall, and then you get inspired to create something that draws your personality into it. I get inspired by people like Dolly Parton, Loretta Lynn, Elon Musk, people who have come from nothing and done amazing things. It's so cool to see these two cars in Detroit because the lighting in Michigan is so different than California that it changes things. This is actually the Chevy Suburban Go. It stands for Game On. And it's essentially the ultimate gaming room on wheels. And without further ado, I think we should let the car speak for itself.
Oh my God, do they have secret weapons coming out of that truck?
This would be the car that you would arrive, set up your party, draw people in, people that are fans like you. It's the ultimate sports fan experience.
Dude, you're on your guy.
Oh, sorry, Brian. Sorry, little Brian. Excuse me. Here. You go to sleep. This is a great experience driving professionally, but this was something new.
All right, let's get you going.
Okay. This thing is a beast. You need to experience what you're designing for. This one I'm very excited because we're driving the product we're going to design for.
Wow,
It's so cool. Everybody has cords and PDAs and cell phones, and there are cords everywhere. Well, take something like a flower pot, it's got a hole in it already. You stick all your cords and your chargers down in there, and you got something fun and kitschy, and they all sit on top like a little, it's like a little hot charger. Camouflage.
I like this.
I put together a dorm room makeover all under $200.
This whole
Everything.
This is a very cool concept car by Nissan.
Basically anything you want to bring to the car, you do by downloading it into this key fob. You can personalize some gifts online. I'll show you this one because it's my favorite. When I was a little boy, my stepmom was a dental assistant, and she always used to make the shirt for me that said, don't forget to brush your teeth. But she wrote it backwards, so I'd see it in the mirror, right? So I made a shirt like that for my niece.
I can't believe Valentine's Day really is right around the corner.
Right around the corner. So I put together some things from as far away as France all the way down to Little Italy in all different price ranges.
And who's this?
This is my dog Lou, and he kind of came to help out today.
So he's our little Santa today. And Bryan is the guy who designed the interior of this car, so you are the man.
We design non-automotive projects sometimes, and this is an Airstream trailer that we designed at Nissan Design America. The idea was to do a trailer that updates the Airstream aesthetic and to give it a little more meat, a little more muscle. I'm a car designer, and I design cars every day, and then I wanted to do something that was non-automotive. Why not try something bold? Our solution, a mini museum. So keep the tile, change the windows, new floor, and I think we're done. What do you think?
I love it.
Good.
Thank you.
No problem. The big news right now in this industry is the Apple iPhone that just came out, because that incorporates so many things from an MP3 player to GPS. But that in itself can be intimidating. So I thought, why don't we start with some of the more simple ones? It's that time of year where college kids are going up back to school, and you know what that means? Dorm rooms, no privacy, and if you're like me, no money.
No money.
Right. So, you know, you get back to your room and you're kind of lonely. How do you make the space really cool and interesting and give yourself some privacy? So I put together a dorm room makeover all under $200.
This whole
Everything.
$200.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Using Craigslist or going to the as-is department of like IKEA or something, and you can get things for free. You can get things for like $3. So why don't I just show you what we did?
Sure. Where do we start?
Start over here.
Alrighty.
Again, this is a Craigslist find. You need a desk when you're in your room. Why not use an old student desk? They're kind of a classic thing, and then you can store your books underneath it. All I did to kind of make this work in this room is I just grabbed an old doormat, threw it on top, spray painted a little stencil on it, and it comes out to be very kind of a clever little pattern.
Look at that. And we've all sat in one of these before.
Right.
It looks stylish. It looks modern.
It looks modern, and you know, I mean, it's a very cheap. Or obviously, it was free. I think they were giving it. No, it was $5. Somebody had it for $5.
Yep. Unbelievable.
One thing I would tell you is if you're going to do something like this, just pick one color, because you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff that's all mishmashed. If you can get one color, you'll bring it all together, and it will pull the whole room together.
Looks clean.
Looks clean. Yeah. The next thing, okay, so I had art classes all the time in college, and I'd have disasters. So take those old canvases, paint them over with a bright color, and voila, you got a bulletin board.
Look at that, all the stuff you could stick up there.
I mean, it's huge, right? You know, I took an old 60s light fixture that was from the ceiling. You got yourself a little bowl for your fruit.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's very easy. A lot of kids have skateboards. Boom, this is one you actually can buy at Target, but why spend $40? Just get an old skateboard, stick some hooks on it, and voila, you've got a little place to put your underwear and your things on the wall.
Wow, storage. You can hang your purses.
You can hang your purses or your
hats,
underwear.
Or your underwear. I wouldn't think of hanging my underwear, but that's okay.
Well, you know, in college, you got.
Yeah, college. You're right. All right.
These are old milk crates right here, and they're free. You can get those at any old grocery store because they bring the milk to the store.
They don't recycle. They just give them away.
You can go usually ask. You go up and ask for them. They've got them, and I think they make great little modern little shelves.
They sure
for your thing. Old hubcap. Hubcaps are metallic, are magnetic, so you can stick magnets on it. It's like a little paper holder.
I didn't
it's
know
like a funky little modern thing.
How about it?
I think that's from an old Datsun, but and I like Datsun.
A very old Datsun.
Yeah. Okay, this is another Craigslist find. It's an old Japanese screen, and what I love about it is you have no privacy in a dorm room. So I took out the old Japanese kind of torn panels.
Right.
Took a photograph that I liked of my tree and just blew it up really big, attached it to some cardboard, and you got a new little room divider. But you could also hang clothes on it in the back, and it's like a little closet. So you got little clothes on it in the back that you'll never see in this side.
Oh,
so,
look at that.
Yeah, a little bit of privacy there.
Wow, you are so crafty.
Another mid-century find Craigslist, just slap a coat of paint on it, clean it up, and again, you got yourself a free lounge chair.
So this cost you how much from Craigslist?
Free.
Free?
Yeah, free. Now, it ain't the best thing, but I mean, you know.
So people just give away chairs and
stuff?
stuff?
Yeah, if you go to like Craigslist.org, there's a free section. You click on there and you look up for furniture or something like that. There's always stuff.
People just want you to take it away.
Right. Get rid of it.
Wow.
Take my trash and make it your treasure. Another thing like that, just an old plastic table, I stuck a light bulb in it. And then you've got like a funky little modern thing to put things on.
Wow.
Yeah. Now this is one of my favorite things on the left here. What I did was I took the idea that you use in a garage, bring it into your apartment. You could do a whole wall in this. You just grab that pegboard you can get at Home Depot, paint it again that same color. We chose the blue for this room. And then take drawer dividers. These are just little fabric drawer dividers.
As bookshelves.
As bookshelves. And then again, all the shelving things that you would use in your garage.
All your junk.
You can put all your junk in it. So very simple. And again, this whole thing probably cost me $10, you know, plus the time to put it together.
All on an easel. How about that?
Yep. And last but not least.
Yes, what is up with the tent?
Well, you know, I don't know how your college days were, but my days, there was no privacy.
Yes.
And so you may need a little extra
Is this the
time
love tent?
This would be the love nest. So you just, why not bring the tent right into the room?
And the good thing is when you're all finished, you just kind of bunch it all up,
Bunch
right?
it up and put it away. Yep.
Before the TA or the parents come in, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Good deal. Well, for all of these tips, you can go to KUSI.com. I can't believe you did all of this in $200.
Yep. $200
Wow.
was easy.